Today, I invited a bunch of people to get together for lunch, and nobody showed up. I want to talk about the emotional impact of something like that, and what am I going to do? I sent some messages to a few friends a few days ago because I had lunchtime free today while I was in the Brisbane city centre and a few projects around the King George Square area. And on the square is Pig and Whistle, which is quite a popular pub restaurant. So I invited a few of my friends who I thought might be in town today, and also asked a few new people I met in the last couple of days to join me. So some said yes, and then some said maybe. Anyway, I showed up as I planned, and as I said, nobody else came. And nobody messaged me to say that they weren't coming. Now, as I sat there in the pub and finally accepting that no one is coming, I could have gone a few different ways in responding. I could make excuses for those people who didn't come, that it was a work day and it was last minute, and probably I wasn't very clear and I should have followed up instead of just making a quick mention. Or I could go the other way and criticize them for not taking a chance to catch up as seriously as I did. What I mean is not taking our friendship as seriously as I did. But regardless of what my response is to them, I want to deal with the emotions and what to do with it. This situation is quite common. Maybe it's not exactly being stood up every time, but certainly social gatherings that doesn't go as I planned or as I hoped, or people don't respond as I expected. And there is this painful sense of rejection when it happens, and despondency, and sometimes there's this sense of inadequacy, coming from trying and then feeling like it was shoved back in my face. My experience from living 55 years on this earth tells me that at these times, my instincts are going to push me to blame others first, sometimes with valid reasons. But I also know from my 55 years living on this planet that regardless of what others did, the real work is on what's happening inside of me. Because these are the painful times that I will hear my own voice screaming out at me to say, stuff it, I'm never putting myself in that situation again. Or I'm done with people, it's just not worth it. Because times like this, when I'm hurt, is when I make extreme black and white decisions about people. And that ultimately fulfills my own prophecy that leads me to being alone. Friendships and family and relationships, they're all like that. They're messy and glorious at the same time. Sometimes it takes sitting alone in a pub, feeling embarrassed and hurt, and to make things obvious to me, certain things that are not usually obvious, that I'm grateful for how deeply I value relationships. It shows me that I care. Temporary rejection like this, as painful as it may be, is nothing compared to the emptiness of not caring at all. That emptiness of having given up on things that in the end makes life worth living, like friendships and relationships. So I'm going to reach out again, probably with better planning this time. I'm going to sit on this discomfort instead of burying it, and knowing that tomorrow is going to be better than today, and then the next day will be better again. The emotions will dissipate and it will turn if I act in gratitude rather than in bitterness, and reflecting on it and talking about it like I'm doing now. It helps me to move forward. And I hope it helps you too, because I think you would have had similar experiences to this one I had today. And perhaps it stews inside you as it is stewing inside me. I hope you can reflect on it and talk to someone about it. And I hope you find the gratitude in what happened.